evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
The give is to Elliott. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Elliott, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ward. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Run.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's caught out left by Perriman. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Fighting down past the 45. He gets it complete to Harris. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
All right, now, lucky 56. Set. Green 39.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
82, 82.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
40. Rip. Black, come on.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep for his tight end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
A give to Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Elliott pushes him over. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Lucky 56.
Elliott down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll drop to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny, you know this?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They run with Ajayi. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the gun on third down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And Jeffrey's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Wentz flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lion. 74, 74.
The final shot before half for Wentz. He'll buy some time right. They tip off underneath to Ajayi. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Great 15, great 15.
They fake the give. Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. What an effort. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go to Elliott again. Powerful running. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear the special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied 2nd half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the hole. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Shorty, shorty, shorty.
They run again with a jive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Shorty. 81.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed the defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for Philly. Wentz on target to Hollins. Throwing on first is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Ajayi, and he stopped immediately there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Wentz to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Great 15.
Play action. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trucks over him. How did he stay on his feet? And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs and keep possession of the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. One
of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Ward. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Great 57.
One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Dallas, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, wake up the champions. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, wake up the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I'm gonna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you broke them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every 2. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some gobbler. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, wake up the champs is in. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends,